Hello and good day, everyone. Welcome to our yoga time. We're gonna get into some flow stuff today, so prepare to bring some inner fire. And we will start in a standing position. Just gonna read a little passage from How to Fight. Let's see what comes up for all of us today. This is by Thich Nhat Hanh. Taking care of oneself is taking care of each other. The Buddha told us the Buddha told a story of an acrobatic master and his pupil. They went to the market every day to give a performance. The man held a bamboo pole, and the little girl climbed very high up the bamboo pole. One day the master said, "My child, let us take good care of each other. I'll care for you, and you take care of me. And that way we can both feel safe and stay alive while we perform and earn our living." The young girl replied, "But master, I see it differently. I think that if I take good care of myself and you take good care of yourself, then we'll both be safe, able to support each other and to continue making a living." The little girl understood the true nature of interbeing. There is no discrimination, no separation. When you take good care of yourself, you are taking care of the other person. Looking after ourselves means looking after others. How do we look after ourselves? By practicing mindfulness, by knowing what is going on in our body and mind. We bring our mind home to our body and establish ourselves firmly in the present moment. We bring our awareness to our breathing and relax our body. Taking care of our strong emotions and learning to recognize our wrong perceptions, we discover the roots of our suffering. How do we take care of others? When you go to work, drive carefully. That's the way to take care of your daughter, your son, your partner. You will amaze yourself. You will find that by taking care of yourself, by healing the wounds in yourself, you begin to heal the wounds in the other person. The other person will be able to see your transformation. So we'll sit with that for the class today. And as I mentioned, we will start standing. So recognizing that if we really want to care for others, we sincerely need to understand how to care for ourselves. And this doesn't mean that on a superficial level you can't care for someone, as in you can't spare some extra food for someone in need or something like that. It's a matter of knowing how to care for yourself, knowing how to honor and understand the messages from your body, right? Understanding how to move through life in such a way that we are integrating our experience and we're learning from the sensations of our body. So if we have sensations shifting in our body, instead of just assuming that it's anger, let's say, or just assuming that someone else is going to take care of you, let's say, we recognize a shifting sensation as a shifting sensation. Not something to be projected outward, but something to be learned from an internal point of view. So how can you learn to alchemize the energy that moves through you? And this is what, of course, we do through our practice of yoga. That's why it's such an integral practice for everyone to have for themselves. It's a movement practice, yes, but it goes so much deeper than that. So let's carry on to our asana portion of the practice, shall we? Feet hip distance apart. Let's open through the arms and breathe in, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Circle the arms, breathe in. Breathe through your nose all the way out. Tune into your Ujjayi breath now. Circle the arms. Gentle constriction through the throat. Exhale. Make an ocean-like sound. Keep going with your arms. Three more. Two. Last one in. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, folding forward. Fingertips come down to the ground, and let your fingertips just stay there in your head. Relax, look at your knees, and just kind of rock around side to side a little with your hips, with your head. Just be kind of lazy and move around here. Feel your weight shift between your feet, between your fingers, along your spine, down the backs of your legs, and so on. And eventually come all the way back to center. Inhale, gaze forward, Ardha Uttanasana, long through the spine, open through the chest. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana, belly onto the thighs, knees as bent as they need to be here. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half back, gaze forward. And exhale, let's fold, plant the palms, and just walk back into a plank. So just walk your feet back. Feel your shoulders settle over your wrists. Your heels draw back, navel draw in. You discover that beautiful lengthening through the spine. Your heels draw away from your crown reaches forward. Index knuckles and thumb knuckles press and grip into the ground. Notice your strength. Chin is away from the throat. Complete breath in. As you exhale, the hips lift up and back. Slide your butt cheeks to the wall behind you and enter your downward dog. Quadriceps draw up and in. Complete breath in. As you breathe out, maybe you can think of your heels lowering toward the ground a little bit more. Another breath in. And out. Feel your arm strength here. Can you anchor in through the index knuckles a little bit more? Another breath in. And out. Looking up to the hands. Walk your feet. Take your time. Nice, easy steps. Find your halfway lift on a breath in. And fold on your breath out. Hug your arms around the backs of your legs. Fingers point toward the heels. Try to hide your arms behind your calves. Let your head feel heavy. And release. Fingertips to the mat. Flat back, gaze forward. On your exhale, stand up strong through the legs. Inhale, circle your arms. Exhale, hands to the heart. Pause for a moment here. Just check in with yourself. Perhaps reflecting on your elements of self-care and how you can integrate more time for you. So that, of course, we can be even more present when we are sharing time with others. Inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk back into your plank. Look underneath your body, you're all set up. Your feet, just open them about as wide as your shoulders. Stay strong. Now lower your heels to the left. Your chest faces forward, palms stay grounded. Yes. Center, breath in. Heels drop to the right. Beautiful. Come back to center. And left. Center. To the right. One more time each side. Center and left. Center and right. Center. Downward dog. So squeeze your arms. Press the hips back. Let's lift the heels nice and high on this one. Get your hips super high in the sky. Bend your knees, belly toward the thighs, chest toward the thighs and shins. Breathe in. As you breathe out, feel your navel draw in, your hips pull to the wall behind you, and maybe you lengthen your heels toward the ground. They don't need to touch. And if they do, try to get the wrinkles out of your ankles by pushing your hips further back. Look forward, breath in. Walk to the hands, breath out. Halfway lift, inhale. Stand up, exhale. Circle the arms, inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Pause. Circle the arms. Fold forward. Halfway lift, breath in. One more time, we breathe out to plant the palms, walk into plank. Good. So we're nice and long here. Right leg hovers off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose round the spine. Two more. Inhale, lengthen back and round. Lengthen and round. Come back to plank. Left leg hovers. We're lengthening and round. Lengthen, round, lengthen, and round. Plank. Downward dog. Hips up and back. Really work your hips pulling away. So start to connect to the strength you have in your lats to pull your shoulder blades down your back. Breathe. And look forward. Walk the feet up to the hands. Halfway lift. And we'll stand right up. Circle the arms. Down to the heart. Fold. Exhaling. Gaze forward. Breath in. Right foot comes back. Breath out. Lower your knee down. Sweep the fingers up and back to your Anjaneyasana. Hands forward and down. Fingertips on the mat, tuck your right toes, float the knee, get your hips high, and we're stepping forward. So just come all the way forward. Find your halfway lift, and your left foot floats back, knee lowers down, low lunge, fingers sweep up and back. So you're softening through the shoulders. And we'll bring the fingertips forward and down. Left toes tuck, float knee. Hips get high and step forward. So just working that sensation of lightness through that transition. Let's find halfway lift, gaze forward, breath in. Right foot's coming back again. So same thing, lower the knee. Find your low lunge, fingers sweep up. Now on exhale, elbows bend out to cactus arms. Inhale, reach up. Cactus arms. One more, reach up. Bend your elbows. Fingers forward and down, your fingertips stay on the mat. Tuck your right toes, light through the hips, integrate the core, step forward as if you're floating the right foot to the top of the mat. Flat back, gaze forward, breath in. Exhale, left foot steps back, Anjaneyasana here. Sweep your fingers up and back. And exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up. Cactus arms. And up. And bend. Fingers come forward and down. Left toes tuck, float knee, lift hip, step forward, flat back. One more time, right side comes back, knee lowers down, sweep the fingers up. The exhale, the left hand sweeps down and behind the back. So just bring your arm behind your back, maybe your hand can come outside the right hip, and the right fingers reach to the left. Breathe in. If you can, slide your left fingers up your back and bring your right fingers to meet in monkey grip as you're in a side bend here. It's just slight. You're reaching your right elbow to the ceiling. And slowly release from where you've gone. Fingertips to the mat, right toes tuck, float knee, float foot forward. Halfway lift. Left foot goes back. Exhaling, knee comes down, fingers reach up and back. Shoulders soften. Right hand comes out and down around back. You can just kind of hug your body with the back of your arm. Left hand reaches to the right. You can gaze to the right a little bit. If it feels available, right fingers can reach up the back. Left hand can reach down the back. Fingers can meet in monkey grip. Left elbow reaches for the ceiling wherever you're at. And nice and easy, release through the grip, fingertips to the mat. Tuck left toes, float hip, left foot forward. Halfway lift. And stand up. Inhale, sweep the fingers forward and up. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up, look at your thumbs. Lean back a tiny bit and come back to heart center. Do that one more time. Inhale, reach up. Follow your thumbs back, reach back, feel your hips pull forward. Reach back, feel your hips pull forward. Reach back, feel your hips pull forward. And inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands down to the heart. Hinge at the hips. Nice and slow. Fingertips find the mat. Halfway lift, breath in. Breath out, right foot steps back, lower the knee. Inhale, sweep your fingers up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, left hand scoops down and around the back, just like we did before. If monkey grip is available, you can slide right into that. If it's not, don't worry about it. Complete inhale, exhale here. Tuck your right toes. Float your right knee up in a lunge. Open your chest. Breathe in. As you breathe out, release the hands to bring them forward and down, fingertips on the mat. Find the lift in your hips so you're stronger in your left leg. Float your right foot forward. So notice the differences. Halfway lift, breath in. Left foot goes back, breath out. Knee lowers, fingers sweep up, find your Anjaneyasana. Fabulous. Right arm sweeps down and around back. Remember, you can hold right here, that's perfect. If monkey grip is available, fingers can go up the spine and the left ones can drop. Now you hang out here, open heart. Left toes are tucked, float up into a lunge, low lunge, I know. It's a lot of work. You got it. Take your time, you're strong. Hands release, fingertips on the mat, Feel the shift of your weight so your hips lift, you're stronger in your right leg, belly draws in, left foot floats forward. Halfway lift and fold. Halfway lift, fold again. One more time like that. Now step your right foot back, lower the knee down, fingers up and back, Anjaneyasana. And just soften. Reach back, reach back. Release, fingers come forward and down. Your right toes are tucked, float the knee, lift into standing split, but gently. So just focus on your left foot pushing down and feeling light in your right toes. Don't worry about pushing deeper into the position, except for the left leg. Let your right leg float and release right foot forward and under the right hip. Halfway lift. Left foot steps back, lower the knee down, Anjaneyasana over here. Soften, reach back, way back, and fingers forward and down. Your fingertips are on the ground, left toes tucked. Feel the weight shift into your right foot to float your left leg up into standing split. Focus again on just that right leg. Let your left leg feel light. But notice how strong your core is here too. And nice and easy, we'll let the left foot float forward. Find your halfway lift. And exhale, the right foot's coming back again. So get your right knee back a little longer in your lunge, but keep the toes tucked. Find your fingers to the ceiling and just reach the fingers back, the thumbs back. Feel the opening in the front of the right hip, especially the inside. And nice and easy. Your fingers come forward. We're shifting into our standing split, but do that meticulous shift of your weight and find the float. And now, of course, on this round, if you'd like to put a tiny bit more effort into your top leg by pointing the toes, go for it, but your left leg is rooted. You can look at your left shin and right foot comes forward. Notice all that space in your body. Halfway lift, breath in, left side back, breath out. So lower the knee down, but take a little bit longer of a lunge. Find your fingers up to the ceiling, your chest softens, and reach back. Your left toes stay tucked. So open the whole left side of the body through the whole front line. Isn't that great? Oh yeah, make sure you can breathe. Soften shoulders and let's release. You know where we're going, but discover the lightness. Don't rush through this. Notice the integrated movement and your ability to float these things together. Forehead could look toward, or you could look toward the right shin. Maybe you're more active with the left leg and you point the toes, but it doesn't have to happen. And nice and easy, left foot comes down below left hip, halfway lift, and fold, halfway lift, fold, one more time, and look forward, stand up, circle the arms, hands to the heart. Pause here. Close the eyes for a moment. Notice your breathing. How are things moving in and out of the nose? Notice the space around your hips. All right, so we'll work into this a little bit more. Circle the arms, breath in. As we breathe out, fold forward. Halfway lift. Right foot steps back, exhale, knee down, fingers up. Anjaneyasana. Oh yeah, look at all the space you have. Fabulous. Now from here, hands forward and down. Right toes tuck, float the knee. Feel the lift in your hips in a high lunge. Now your left foot is going all the way up and back to 3-limb dog. Sweep your left foot up so you're long and strong. Knee to nose, breathe out, round your spine. 3-limb dog. Knee to nose. One more. Knee to nose. Look forward. Left foot comes forward between the hands. Right heel lands down to the mat. Your chest faces forward. Inhale, warrior one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift your arms forward. Your weight comes into left foot. Right leg floats up. Warrior three. Beautiful. Tadasana. Come to stand. Circle the fingers to the ceiling. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Left foot steps back. Knee lowers down. Anjaneyasana. Sweep the fingers up. Notice all of the strength that you've brought into your body. Fingers forward and down. Plant your palms as you tuck the back toes, lift the knee, find your high lunge, so that sense of lightness. And now we're stepping to 3-limb dog with the right leg. All the way up and back. You're long and strong. Knee to nose, round your spine. Exhale, shift to plank. 3-limb dog, inhale. Knee to nose. 3-limb dog. Knee to nose. Holding, looking between the hands, right foot between the hands. Left heel lands down, toes are out, warrior legs, look forward, fingers sweep forward and up, warrior one. Right hip is behind right knee, back heel is down. Long and strong, hands start to reach forward as weight shifts into right leg, left leg floats up, warrior three. Breathe in, breathe out. Tadasana. Circle the arms. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Right foot goes back. Lower the knee down. Anjaneyasana. Excellent. Reach, 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 reach. And hands come forward and down. Tuck your right toes, float the knee, light through the hips. 3-limb dog, left foot goes up. Beautiful. Knee to nose. 3-limb dog. Knee to nose. 3-limb dog. Knee to nose, hold, look forward, lunge forward. Keep your back heel up. Come all the way to crescent lunge. Twist, right hand forward, left hand back, revolved crescent. Beautiful. Left hand to the back of the right thigh, right hand reaches up and back. Right hand reaches forward and down. Left hand to the sky. Your right knee can come down or come to the outer edge of that foot. Shift into side plank, Vashisthasana. Step behind yourself, wild thing. Beautiful. Left foot comes forward in a lunge. Lower your right knee down. Anjaneyasana. Hands come forward and down. Tuck the back toes. Get light through your hips. Step forward. Halfway lift. Left foot back. Knee lowers down. Anjaneyasana on this side. Open your heart, but soften through the hips a little more. And the hands come forward and down to the floor. Left toes tuck, float the hips up, find lightness. 3-limb dog, right foot sweeps up and back. Knee to nose, round the spine. 3-limb dog. Knee to nose. One more, reach it up. Knee to nose. Hold, step forward. Lunge. Back heel is lifted. Fingers reach up. Crescent. Revolve. Left hand forward, right hand back. Exalt. Right hand down. Left hand reaches back. So right hand grabs back of left leg. Transition. Left hand forward and down. Right hand up. Shift into your side plank from here. So find the variation that suits you. Enjoy the strength. Step behind yourself. Wild thing. Hips lift up. We reach away. And nice and easy, shift out so you can lunge. Right foot back forward. Left knee lowers down. Fingers reach up and back. Hands forward and down. Light through the hips, strong in the right leg. Float yourself forward, halfway lift. And right foot steps back, exhale. Anjaneyasana. Hands forward and down. Tuck your right toes, float the knee and the hips. 3-limb dog, left foot's going back. Last one. Knee to nose, round the spine. And lengthen. Knee to nose. Reach. And knee to nose. We hold. We lunge forward. Good. Right heel drops on this one. Come all the way up to warrior 2. Beautiful. Shoulders are over hips, just check yourself out. Exalt your warrior, right hand down, left hand back. Straighten the left leg, exalted triangle. Start to reach your left hand forward, hips slide back, left hand onto left leg or onto the mat. You see what works for you, right fingers to the ceiling. Utthita Trikonasana, breathing in. Utthita Hasta Trikonasana, I should say. Breathing out, right fingers reach forward. You feel your right hip pull forward, left hip pull back. Right hand onto the left leg or onto the mat. Left hand to the ceiling, revolve. Breathe in, breathe out. And nice and easy, bend into your left knee, come up to warrior 1. Fabulous. Hands come forward and down. Lift your back heel and step forward. Halfway lift, breath in. Left foot steps back, breath out. Low lunge, fingers sweep up and back. And hands come forward and down. We tuck the back toes, find lightness and strength through the hips. Right foot up and back, 3-limb dog. Knee to nose. Lengthen. And crunch. Lengthen. Crunch. Hold, step forward. Left heel lands down. Inhale yourself to warrior 2. Shoulders over the hips. If you're strong, knee over the ankle on the right side. Exalt your warrior, left hand down, right hand reaches back. Straighten your right leg, exalt your triangle. Reach your right hand forward and shift into your triangle pose, however suits your practice today. Breathe in, breathe out. Strengthen your legs. Left fingers start to reach forward. Your left hand lands on the leg, on a block, on the mat, and your right hand reaches to the ceiling. Your navel draws inward. Your right hip pulls backward. Your legs are super strong. You're reaching and stretching out of yourself. We bend in through the right knee, fingers forward and up, warrior one. Hands come forward and down. Step forward. Halfway lift. And fold. Plant your palms, hop or walk back, go through a flow. Up dog or cobra, whatever works for you. Hang out in your down dog. Nice easy breath in and out of the nose. Keep feeling your hips pull out of your armpits. So work that sensation. Nice and long through the body. And look forward. Walk or hop the feet up to the hands. Halfway lift, breath in. Stand up, breath out. Circle arms, breath in. Hands to the heart, breath out. All right, so let's relax through the arms and bring the hands toward the lower back. So fingers point down, thumbs are out, elbows draw in. Now, as you draw the elbows in, you'll feel that your chest wants to open a bit. Good, because that's what we want. So work just that space of your chest lifting up. So almost imagining like you have someone pressing into your thoracic spine and like scooping underneath your body. So as if you could feel that lift right behind your sternum, and it helps the chest lift up, but it's coming from this space behind you where you feel safe and supported enough to lift. And what happens there is we also start to feel really strong through your legs. So press down through your feet. Don't lean your head back, but lift your chest. And then nice and easy. Just come back to center, let your arms relax. Maybe you want to shake the arms out a bit. Circle your arms, breath in. Fold forward, breath out, go through a flow. Halfway lift. And then find your plank chaturanga. You do you. Give yourself that reset. Hop or walk to the hands. Halfway lift. Stand up. Feel your shoulders roll back. Bring your hands again to the lower back. Now, optional, if you found quite a bit of lift in the last one, you may have the mobility to spin your fingers up your back and your thumbs in, okay? Both positions are fabulous, but notice just shifting the arms makes the chest stick out a lot more. So it's definitely a mechanics thing. Just do what's available and keep your chest lifting up. Now, gradually just open your feet a little wider. Your toes might point out, and you can start to push your hips forward. And come into a standing back bend. And then come all the way up. Release your arms. Circle the arms. And fold forward. Halfway lift, breath in. Breathe out, plant the palms, hop or walk back. Go through your flow. Hanging out here. Complete inhale. And bend the knees, hop or walk to the hands. Exhale. Halfway lift. And stand up. Okay, so one more time, we'll give that a shot. So even if you could have your fingers up on the last one, we're gonna have our hands down on this one. So bring the hands back down to that original position, thumbs out, fingers down. And step your feet, so just have a look at your feet, bring them a little bit wider than your hips. You could even go shoulder width, that's fine. You can technically even go a little wider than the shoulders, but for the sake of today's practice, stay within the shoulders or the hips, somewhere in there, okay? And your toes do not point straight forward on this, okay? So let them come out. The degree that they go out depends on the body. Okay, it's going to be different for everyone. So now bring your hands to that position and lift your chest. So really focus on the lifting chest. And when you do that, notice your hands kind of want to push down. So work that. Your chest is lifting, lifting, lifting. Now feel your hips slide forward, 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 and your upper body leans back, back, back. Your knees can bend and you can pause at your edge. And then press all the way up. Adjust your feet, circle your arms, fold forward. Find one more flow, halfway lift, and follow your breath. Maybe slow your flow down a bit. Sometimes back bends can feel pretty intense. So be where you need to. Breath in and breath out. Look forward. Let's walk to the hands. Heel toe the feet about as wide as your shoulders, toes point out. Pull your belly button in and slide your hips back and down into a malasana or deep squat. Find the spot that works for you. If available, bring your palms together in prayer and find yourself almost leaning into an imaginary wall. Inhale and exhale. Excellent. Now from here, release your hands down to the mat and slide your hips up so your arms, your knees go into your armpits. Now slide your weight forward so that your shins are on your triceps. And just hang out here. So even if you can do full Bakasana crane, just stay here. Let your head kind of relax and focus on pressing into your hands so you can feel your arms push into your shins. Now feel your belly lift and your hips get higher. This is why we're not floating yet, because you can easily float from here and we don't want to tip over. We got a lot of strength here. One more breath. Now exhale, slowly ease off and bring yourself back into a squat. Let the hips lower, find the hand position that suits you. You're tall in the spine. So this idea of finding the lift through the abdomen, through the core, this is what helps Bakasana, really any arm balance, become easier. But even working into our forearm balance and handstand, you'll notice in your other practices that all of this will start to come in really, really handy. So we'll work into our full Bakasana now on this round as we release the hands forward again on the mat. Planting the palms shoulder width, find lift in your hips to place your kneecaps into your armpits. Now your fingers might go out a little bit. You splay your fingers so you feel strong. Your weight shifts forwards to stack your shins on your triceps. Find that sense of almost rounding the back and your feet will just start to float. And we find the lightness in the core and the connection through the upper back. And just pause. And then ease off, let your feet come down and lower back to your squat. And isn't that amazing? Like, notice how smooth that action was. Was it challenging? Probably. But the smooth integrated movement of it, right? The control you had. One more breath, get tall in your spine. And on exhale, release the hands. Now we're going a little lower. So the elbows are working their way down to the mat now. So if this feels like a pipe dream today, like it's not going to happen, practice what we were just doing for this next round. If available though, you're going to bring your elbows and forearms to the mat. Your heels are going to lift, let it happen. But your weight can slide forward as your knees hug your arms, and you can come into a baby crane. Everything hugs in, round your spine to find lightness. Let your toes come down when you've had enough, and return to your squat. Beautiful. And we'll just shift into tabletop pose. Hands on the mat, underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Just draw nice, easy circles with your hips. Whatever direction you start is perfect. Do 3 and then go the other way. And back to center. Slide your right knee to your right wrist. Left leg lengthens back. Your right toes start to inch over to your left wrist. Settle into pigeon pose. Now don't get too excited. We're not laying down right away. So you might need a block or a blanket underneath your right hamstring area. Maybe left leg can stay nice and long and strong. Maybe you need a little more support. Chest is bright though. Left toes are tucked. Bend your left knee. See if you can reach your left hand back to find your ankle. Your right hand can push into the ground to help you lean back. Complete inhale. Complete exhale. If you have the left ankle, you can look back to the foot. And if you don't have the ankle, you can still look over your left shoulder and open a little bit more of a twist. And take your time, nice and easy. Release from there, chest faces forward, let your forearms come down. Remember not to lay all of your weight on the right side. You want to feel everything to the midline. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the sense of your sternum inching forward, almost like your elbows are pulling your body weight forward. Soften through your jaw. And nice and easy. Tuck your left toes. Start to slowly just inch that knee in. And then when you feel nice and safe, you can come up on your hands. Keep going and inch yourself to table pose. Just nice and easy. And then when you feel all ready, we'll do the other side. So the left knee slides to the left wrist. And then the toes slide in front of the right knee. We walk the right knee back. Left foot inches where it will to the right. Hips stay nice and neutral. We use whatever prop support we need on this side. And the chest is even brighter as we press into fingertips. Back leg inches back. Make sure the right knee and quadricep face down. Breathe. And if available, you could bend your right knee, bring the heel toward your glute. If that works for you, you can push into your left fingers so you can reach your right hand back for your right ankle. Maybe, but maybe not. Breathe in, breathe out. You could look over your right shoulder, whether you have the ankle or not. Just enjoy the extra spaciousness along your spine. And slowly look forward, release the back leg if you had it, and start to inch yourself down on the ground. You can soften wherever you like, forearms down, you could let your head relax. Just make sure you're aiming to keep your weight in the middle. You're not leaning to the left. You can feel the breath expand through your back. Relax through your jaw. And nice and easy, take your time. Start to come all the way up. Again, you could start inching your back leg in first, and then come up onto your hands, or you can come up onto your hands first. Either way, just start undoing yourself from your pigeon pose. Eventually bring your elbows back down to the mat and tuck your toes and come into dolphin pose. So elbows are under the shoulders, and just work some space in the upper back. Walk the feet in to stack the hips over the shoulders, and then take your time to lower knees down. Come to child's pose. Knees could be together or apart. Fingers reach forward as the chest lowers toward the ground. Breath in and out. Shift up to table. Knees under hips. So working into our Hanumanasana or split pose, bring your right foot forward in a lunge. And you're gonna play with this as you can. So walk your left knee back so you're in a nice low lunge like we did a whole bunch of in this session. So you can stay right here. I suggest keeping your back toes tucked, hips pull back, right leg lengthens, toes shine to the ceiling. So you can choose to go between those two movements, or maybe you want to slide your right heel forward and see about coming down into a split pose. Your fingers stay on the ground so that you can stay supported. Try to stay tall in your spine. And again, that back leg, try to keep your toes tucked so that you can maintain the alignment there. Now to come out, you have to push down to lift your hips. Think of the rounded spine, and that'll help pull the front leg in. I know it's tricky with all our sticky mats and everything. So once your front leg is in nice and safe, then you can bend and rediscover your lunge and rediscover table. Left foot comes forward. And adjust yourself into a low lunge. Remember, you can stay here and you can pull the hips back, lengthen your left leg, toes shine up, and you can play between those two spaces. When it becomes available, left heel can slide forward to your edge, right toes stay tucked. It's not a race to get into the split. I know the ego wants to make it a race, I get it. But you know what? It's gonna change like every day. Even if you can do it easy today, it can be different in 2 weeks. So just be where you are. It's not worth forcing into a position if it's gonna cause injury, right? Not worth it. That's 6 weeks, you can't do it. Draw the belly in, press your hips up, slide them back, shift to lunge, shift to table. Child's pose. Just relax. Then come forward and down onto your belly. Beautiful. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And your fingers, they can spin slightly out if you like. So now from here, just float your legs up and then float your head up. Just looking down to the mat, just float up and then lower down. Now float the head and chest up, cobra pose, as you bring the legs up, but bend your knees as if you're bringing your feet to your head, and then lower down and lengthen the legs. So we'll keep doing that movement. Inhale, cobra with bent knees. Exhale down. Bring the hands a little wider and draw your shoulder blades down your back. Come on your fingertips. And then do it again. Lift up and down. So remember the legs. It's like we've got little scorpion stingers back there. Coming up, bend the knees, and come down. 2 more like that. One more. And come down. Rest on your left cheek, let your arms come down by your sides. Notice your breath and your heart rate. Turn to rest on your right cheek. Notice your ability to take care of you through your practice today. Backing off and taking a break when you need to, and also pushing yourself and challenging yourself as you need to too. Bring your forehead down to center. Bend your knees. Reach your hands back for your ankles. If that's not available, that's okay. Find the fingers reaching for the ankles without grabbing them. Imagine there's a marble under your nose. Roll it forward, float the head and chest up, float your legs up, reach your toes to the ceiling, and then reach your toes to the wall behind you and push your heels to the ceiling. And just breathe. Maybe you even rock a little bit. And nice and easy, lower down, rest on your left cheek. Rest on your right cheek. Come to center. We'll do one more round of Dhanurasana bow pose. So bending your knees, reaching for your ankles, and as you are ready, float yourself up on a breath in. Open your heart and breathe. Reach your toes up to the sky and then away. And take your time, come all the way down, rest on your left cheek, legs come down. Turn to rest on your right cheek as you reach your right fingers forward and use your left hand to then press you all the way over and around onto your back. Beautiful. Shoulder blades flat, arms are just relaxed. Feet are about hip distance or even shoulder width apart. We're bringing our right ankle onto the left thigh, so that figure four position, reclined pigeon. Shoulder blades are flat again, just make sure, maybe even let's do cactus arms, just because it's so nice to have the chest open up. And just nice and easy, we'll rock the left leg side to side. So the right leg is just coming along for the ride. And we also get a massage happening into the lower back. So as we do this, while the movement's really nice and easy, can you close your eyes and bring your inner attention to your abdomen? Can you notice your weight just shifting side to side? Can you notice the strength in your abdomen shifting as your legs shift? Next time you rock over to the left, just let the left knee come all the way down and the sole of the right foot lands to the ground. Knee faces the ceiling. Your left hand could come toward your right leg to just push that leg away. Your right arm can just stay in your cactus position. Breathe in, breathe out. See if you can relax through the face, especially around your forehead and your eyes. And nice and easy, rock yourself all the way back to center. Left knee faces up, and just release the right foot to the floor. Left ankle comes across right thigh. And just hang out here for a moment. Make sure you feel nice and comfortable. And start to gently rock side to side with the right leg. And make sure you're moving like really smooth and slow. We're not, I mean, we've likely worked out a lot of the jerkiness in the body and the mind at this point, but observe, because when we start to get relaxed, sometimes we can go to old patterns very easily. So just chill things out. Find the lower back massage, the back of the hips massage, and eventually lower all the way over and down to the right. Take your time. Sole of left foot finds the ground. You can keep your arms in cactus, or you could use your right hand to your left leg to help keep that knee facing upward if that's feeling challenging today. Breath is in and out of the nose. Notice the breath has naturally just slowed out of the Ujjayi breathing and into more equal parts breath. So inhales and exhales are the same length. Take your time, come all the way back to center. And just undo through the left leg. Pause here for a moment, let your hips just feel settled onto the mat, but bring your feet as wide as your mat and let the knees just fall into each other. So we'll just hang out here. Close down through your eyes if it's comfortable for you, and simply observe your equal parts breathing. So notice your inhales and notice your exhales. Nice and easy. Let your arms just relax by your sides. Now we're bringing the feet toward each other, and we're keeping the inner edges of the feet touching, and you can inch your feet a little bit further away from you, just like a tiny bit away. Shoulder blades are flat. Now inhale and lift the hips into bridge pose with your feet together. And exhale, lower the spine down, top to bottom. Inhale, lift the tail, come all the way up, bridge. And exhale, lower down. So we just keep going up and down, but you have the option to slide the feet away a little further. As long as you keep the inner edges touching, you can play with that and see how it feels for your body. You might get to the point where you have the big toe edge of the mat, the inner edge of the mat off, and you're just pushing into the pinky toe side, but it does not matter. What matters is that you're noticing the differences of how you can lift your hips and how you can lower your hips, but also how you can lift your spine from bottom to top and lower it down from top to bottom. It seems simple, but if you really pay attention, there's likely going to be at least a few spaces that feel disconnected or challenging to move with ease. So do a couple more rounds, smooth things out, become as self-aware as you can. And eventually, once the hips are back down, draw your heels in toward you and let your knees fully open up. Your arms, bring them to whatever position feels comfortable. You could leave them where they are, overhead, whatever. Close down through the eyes. Again, focused on your equal parts breathing. And practice inhaling for the count of 5 and exhaling for the count of 5. And then inhale for the count of 5. Hold. Exhale. So we're shifting into 5, 7, 8 breathing. Inhale for the count of 5. Hold for the count of 7. Exhale for the count of 8. In for 5. Hold for 7. Out for 8. Do it 7 more times at your own pace. Stay with your breath. Lengthen one leg down at a time. Feel your muscles relax and your body sink heavy into the mat. Notice how good it feels to take time for you to reflect, to move your body, to listen to your body, to care. On your next inhale, enjoy a lovely stretch through the body, maybe wiggle your fingers, whatever feels good. Just start to wake yourself up a little bit and release. Gently bend one leg at a time and bring the knees in for a hug. Maybe rock side to side. Eventually, just roll all the way over to one side and press yourself up into a seat that feels comfortable for you, whatever that may look like. We'll bring palms to Anjali Mudra at heart center. And just notice how you're feeling here. And let's draw a complete breath in of loving gratitude into ourselves. And a complete breath out of loving gratitude for everyone else. Thanks for our practice today. Namaste. And I hope you feel wonderful and stretched out and strengthened and all of that wonderful stuff. And we'll see you again soon. Much love, everyone. Bye.